Hey my friends, how are you? Pavel here. We are approaching the end of the year and this is a perfect time to do a little self-assessment of what was accomplished and then think about the goals for the coming year. So I really don't think there is a need to justify why it is extremely important to write down your goals. But for anyone out there who may, doubt the importance, goals are like the north stars that help us set the trajectory of our lives. If you don't have a very clear and well-defined set of goals, no matter what you accomplish, you are kind of lost in space. So it is extremely important to have those goals, and not only as some kind of abstract idea in our mind, but put them in writing, right? Create that self-accountability and then be able to track it throughout the year so that they don't become only kind of good wishes of the beginning of the year, right? I've been writing my goals probably for the past at least 15 years. And so I want to share briefly very, very simple practical ways to create goals that are effective, right? There is this concept of SMART goals, which refers to goals that are specific, measurable, action-oriented, relevant to a bigger plan, and time-based, right? SMART goals. So definitely creating those SMART goals is important to provide a level of specificity on what is that you want to accomplish. But then there is another very important aspect, which is many people focus on goals as an outcome orientation, right? Whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, let's just, for a simple example, if you're trying to save money, it's easy to say, well, I want to save by the end of the year, let's just say $10,000, right? That's an outcome-oriented goal, but it is very important to also make those goals process-oriented so that you can incrementally progress towards that ultimate outcome. So a process orientation for that example of a goal could be to say, well, I will put aside $800 a month, every single month throughout the year so that I get to those $10,000, right? And so creating that level of specificity, right, the SMART concept, and then the process and outcome orientation help define goals in a much more achievable way. Then something that I would add, that I've been doing again for many years, is breaking down goals in specific aspects of life, right? What are your health goals? What are your personal, family, and friends, related goals? What are your business and career-oriented goals? Your financial goals as well, right? Anything related to your lifestyle. Learning, for example, for me has been a theme throughout my life. I am always learning something. I'm either studying a new language or taking, some continuous learning in my industry of technology or whatever it is. So the next level for those, so between the SMART, the process and outcome orientation, the breaking down of the goals, then the next level to bring all this to life throughout the year is put it on your calendar, right? Put something there, for example, for your health goals. If the outcome is, for someone, let's say, I want to lose 10 pounds, now you know the process, and then create it on your calendar, right? Block, from 7 to 8 a.m. in the morning, 4 days a week, I'm gonna work out. So that is the process, and that's the important part that ultimately leads to the goal, right? So block it on your calendar as much as you can. That's extremely important. And then I guess a fifth nugget related to this concept of creating your goals and making yourself accountable to those goals is I simply print them out in a piece of paper and I have them right here on my desk. I have a little glass on top of my desk and I have the piece of paper there. So I get to see it throughout the entire year, every single day. It's not something that I see, once a month or even once a week. I see it literally every week. It's right here in front of me. So that's and I already have, of course, my 2020, breakdown of goals. And that's very helpful because it helps you keep your mind focused on the things that really matter to you, and it's very, very useful and helpful to go through that mental exercise to provide that self mental clarity and then the accountability. And again, having that North Star, that guiding star of what you want to accomplish is extremely useful. So I think this time of the year is appropriate for goal setting. So if you haven't set your goals for 2020, this is the right time to do it. And with that, wishing you a fantastic 2020 to everybody. Cheers to a very successful and fun year. Talk soon.